What's up, motivators? Timothy McCain here, and I hope you are having an incredible day. Listen, today I want to talk to you about relationships. Marriage is one of the most incredible covenants you can enter in. However, there's a lot of difficulties that come along with it. Why? Because you're taking two imperfect people coming together in perfect union and unity, and there may be conflicts along the way. And so relationships is an engagement each and every one of us enters into some capacity every single day of our lives. You were literally birthed into a relationship from a mother and a father. Maybe it's broken, maybe it's healthy. You have siblings, a relationship with your siblings, relationship with your boss, a relationship with your friends. You are surrounded by relationships, but a relationship between a man and a woman and a marriage family needs a lot of attention. Healthy marriages simply doesn't happen. Healthy marriages are made. And so I want to give you some advice, some tips, some relationship material that really help you to continue to grow your marriage and to keep your marriage safe. Allow it to be a place of that y'all have security and y'all have trust and y'all have open places of communication. So listen, like I said before, marriage is hard, okay? What I know, you grew up watching fairy tales, and you watch these sitcom movies, giving this image of what marriage may be. But I'm trying to tell you, it very well can be the most incredible experience of your life. But the misconceptions, what those fairy tales don't tell you, is that again, it just simply does not happen. It doesn't appear. Out of random. A healthy marriages are made and they're built together. The saying, well, once heard the saying, people like, well, marriage is 50-50. No, marriage is not 50-50. Marriage is 100 and 100. And sometimes marriage is 60-40. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes whatever you can give at that time, and you and your spouse, because you have each other's back, because you're walking with each other and you're fighting for each other, and you remember the vows that you made for sickness or in health, or for better or for worse. It is a grind and a promise that you have made towards each other. And so I want to start this new series about marital relationships, and I'll give some other series about dating and about things of that nature. But I want to give you, introduce you to a book that you desperately need to read. Listen, maybe you're engaged right now, or maybe you've been married, you just got married, you've been married for years. Regardless of what stage of life you may be in, you cannot afford to read this book. And the book I want to introduce you to today is called Love and Respect. Love and Respect. This book is absolutely amazing. I believe there's an audio version of this, an ebook version of it, but this book is incredible. I'll put a link into the description for you as well, so you can pick it up from Amazon. But let me tell you, this book. Let me give you the meat of it. And so there was a census that was done asking men and women this question. Would you rather be loved or respected? That was would you rather be loved or respected? Obviously, everyone would desire to be both loved and respected. But the question was, if you can only choose one, would you rather be loved or respected? All right. And so to people's amazement, majority of women, a high percentage of women chose that I would rather be loved than respected. And then the men, they said, well, I'd rather be respected than loved. And so the book is incredible because it continually brings people to a realization of who they are and what their drives are. Again, everyone wants to be both, and everyone deserves to be loved and respected. Right. So it talks about how when a woman, when she feels unloved, the defensive mechanism is that she starts disrespecting, or the offensive is that she starts disrespecting the man. And then when the man feels disrespected, then he withholds his love. He's not about to hug her, embrace her, and kiss her after she went off on him. And she's not about to show him that type of respect that he feel like he deserved. Because now he's closed off. He's not communicating love. He's not open conversation. He's not communicating. And so there's this vicious cycle that this book calls the crazy cycle. The crazy cycle. So when the man feels unloved, boom, what happened? I'm not sorry. When the man feels disrespected, he starts withholding his love. The woman feels unloved, she starts disrespecting, and then vice versa. Then boom, and then there's this crazy cycle that continues until someone makes up in their mind to break the pattern of behavior. Let me tell you maybe this is giving attention to a sensitive area in your marriage. Maybe you feel that way. Maybe as a man, and maybe you're watching this, and you feel every single time your wife disrespects you, you shut the door, you close yourself off, you whatnot, and say, well, I'm not going to handle this. I'm not going to deal with this, and so I'm not going to talk to her. I'm not going to lay with her. I'm not going to hold her hand. I'm not going to kiss with her. I'm not going to show her no affection at all because I'm mad. Why should I? Why should I? You even tell yourself that? Or maybe you're a woman watching this and you're like, well, my man doesn't deserve my respect. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. And so then when you feel that way, you have the conversation with each other, you realize you're not communicating. All right. You're arguing. You're fighting. You're pointing fingers. Absolute word starts coming. Your absolute word starts being created such as you never do this. So you always do that. And then boom, then there's right on feeding the fuel of that vicious cycle. Listen, I encourage you to assess to assess your marriage, to assess your relationship, and ask yourself, man, are we on the crazy cycle? Because maybe, just maybe, it's time for us to get off. But you know what? What is required to get off the crazy cycle is when one individual makes up in their mind to humble themselves and to talk, to apologize. I once heard that an argument is never, the goal of an argument is never meant to be a winner. The goal of an argument is to understand. So maybe if you're arguing because you just want to be right, or you want to prove that you're right, listen, you're not going to prove anything except that you're not fixing the problem, but feeding it into that crazy cycle. But I encourage you, pick up this book called Love and Respect and give attention to your marriage, because healthy marriages just doesn't happen. They're built one day, one moment, one memory at a time. And you need to build your marriage. Put your hard hat on, get your work clothes on, and fight for your marriage. Because you best believe all areas of life is trying to fight to break y'all apart. So make sure you're doing whatever you can to bring yourself together. Book, Love and Respect. Pick it up. Amazon link in description. Motivators, I encourage you, continue to check out this, continue to visit this channel, share it, like, comment, and subscribe. And as I said, the heart of my channel, TM Motivations, is for this to be an oasis of hope and a desert of hopelessness. Yes, I do big and tall items and clothing and things. I'm 6'6". The struggle is real, but I want this to be a place of hope for you. There's other videos that I believe you need to hear. But as we start this relationship series off, I encourage you, pick up this book, pick up the audio book, Love and Respect, and listen and give attention to your marriage. You give attention to all the other areas of your life. But oftentimes when we see red flags in our marriages, many people ignore them, thinking that it'll just go away with time. Listen, you don't ignore the oil light that goes on in your car. Eventually your engine will seize up and you'll find yourself stranded. Don't ignore the oil lights in your relationship. There's things that needs attention and constant attention. And I encourage you to pick up this book and read it and apply it in your life. So here we go. Now's the time to start. See you later, motivators.